Hello, Cancer. Welcome back to Mermaid Love Tarot. It is such a pleasure to have you guys back. Welcome to your intuitive weekly bundle reading. I call my readings bundle because I do general love, money, and career. At the end, I do oracles. I also throw in initials, identity cards, time oracle cards. We do oracles at the end as well. I do features and I do identity, depending if need be, if something happens during the love reading. So right now what I am doing is taking two cards that we will reveal at the end. I don't know if you guys have seen my shorts and my readings, but I always say, you know, humbly that I am not just any tarot reader. You guys will see that in my readings, I call out cards. I, predict the cards before they're going to come out. And there's a lot of videos in both English and Spanish that will show you just that. Okay. Also, if you guys are not subscribed, subscribe because you are missing out on the lives. And during those lives, I answer free tarot questions. Okay. I usually send out notices and I put up some shorts just to let everyone know that I'm going to be going live. Okay, today, September 7th, don't forget to check out the shorts that I put on. It was a mini reading for all signs for the lunar eclipse. Okay, I think they are in Spanish, but maybe you can translate them. I'm hoping to be able to do some soon in English. All right, so we are going to set this card aside and we'll check in to see how it ties in with the readings. Also, I put up an egg ritual video on my channel. I'll put it up at the end of this video, which is very helpful to help you clear your energies. Right now, we're going to check our energies and see what card is going to open up our reading. I don't know why in my studio I'm just always like itchy. What do we have, please, for Cancer? Guys, please show me clearly what we have for Cancer. Thank you. All right. So they've given us one card. And then I'm using this other deck to check what other messages besides the one that we've gotten they are giving us. All right, so we have break self-limiting beliefs, and it says the only limits are the ones you impose. Break free from outdated beliefs and unlock your true potential. All right, guys, and you know what's coming to my head, and this is in terms of love, that if you guys, believe that things should be a certain way in a relationship, or you believe, you know what, I just want somebody who's tall, and that's my mindset, and I'm not getting out of that mindset. You guys need to stop, having those limiting beliefs. You gotta break free from that. And of course, you have your own free will, right? Tarot doesn't lie, but you have your own free will. It says authenticity. The number 787 might be significant to you, or the number 7 or the number 8. And it says be yourself, pursue your passions, and show your authentic self. Don't pay attention to what others are thinking of you. All right, that's another self-limiting belief, right? To just not be your authentic self because you think that by being yourself, there's something wrong with that. So you really do. The message is strong if this second card is talking about this. All right, the number 7 means perspective. So look at the bigger perspective, okay? And then the number 8 is change. Exactly, because you just have to, make that change of having these limiting beliefs. You got to believe that there's something better, that you can do more, that, not everything is set in stone. You can still change things. You have free will, right? That you don't have to be listening to people and what they say, because sometimes people can really get in your head. especially with Cancer. Cancer is very easily like influenced when it comes to those things. You know, like getting in your head, convincing you to something, because we have a good heart. I'm a Cancer as well. So that's what happens. What do we have, please, guys, for Cancer for this week? What do we have for Cancer for this week, please? I just need 3 cards. If I feel the need to clarify, I'm going to clarify with my other deck, but for the most part, my guides are very on point. Yeah, you see, you have the Hangman. You have to look at things from a bigger perspective. There's something that you are working on, you want to do, and it's like you're stuck because you have these limiting beliefs that you're not being authentic to your own self. You're not following through with the person that you are. You know what I mean? And you're a go-getter. You have the Chariot is your major arcana, you know, in tarot. So just, you know, try and move forward. Don't let these things kind of stop you, because right now with the Hangman, you're stalled. You have like a pause, like, you know, you're surrendering and letting go, but to the things that you shouldn't be letting go of, right? You need to gain that new perspective, that enlightenment, to view things in a different, more deeper way, you know, so that you can gain a more deeper insight. All right, you guys? And then, you know, release those limiting beliefs and keep it moving. Because right now you are literally stuck and just hung, you know, with the Hangman. That's not cool, you guys. It's like you hurt yourself, right? And then some of you may have been working hard and just wondering, like, what, you know, where are where's my prize? Like, nothing is coming in. And just like really getting too stuck with the routine. That also relates with the Hangman. So just, you know, your fruits are coming in slowly, but they're coming. It's not like you're being forgotten about at work, you know, with your significant other. No, because you could have been working in your relationship hard, you know, having a lot of responsibilities, both at work, relationship wise, you know, your family entirely, other things. You know what I mean? But just try your best to stay focused and do what you say your mind to. Because look, in the outcome, you have the sun. All right, so things are going to be bright in your future if you just apply yourself and let yourself go when it comes to these limiting beliefs. Like, let them go. That's not who you are. All right, things get better. Like, you know, you start to become positive. You start to have like pleasure out of the things that you do. You find the joy, the warmth, the happiness. Some of you might be celebrating. All right, it's almost like once you get out of this rut, it's like a rebirth and all is well, and you guys start doing well. Okay. Also, you might find out that somebody, or maybe you're pregnant, but you might find out that somebody's pregnant. So we have here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Yeah, you guys. Okay, in terms of the signs. Can I have 3 more, please, for... You also may have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Can we please have 3 more cards for Cancer? In other words, simply don't limit your beliefs. Plain and simple. 3 more cards, please, guys, for Cancer. And I ask that you're patient, you guys, because I only take jumpers for the most part. Yeah, you're gonna be good both in money and when it comes to, you know, your creativity. So make sure, even in your romantic sector, okay, because you have the Knight of Cups. So just get yourself into that mindset of being creative, okay? There might be somebody coming on who's very romantic, you know, who's very has a lot of like charm. You know, he's gonna be like your knight in shining armor. He's the type of person that follows his heart. You know, he's like a Prince Charming. He doesn't come in for games. He comes in because he really means well. He wants to offer you something. He wants, you know, for things to eventually settle and be good between you guys. And if not, you know, this is somebody who's already in your life, who's already offering you this. Because you have the sun. So, you know, things get better in all sectors. 2 more, please, for Cancer. Thank you. Yeah, you have the Empress. You do have to take care of yourself. All right. That might be like, you know, you guys might be wanting to like get a haircut, go to a salon, buy new clothes. Also, like in terms of caring for your children, you might want to do that also. But it's almost like whatever you set your mind to, there's gonna be like an evolution, okay? But you just have to take the action, and you're gonna accomplish whatever it is that you have. And also try and communicate, your creativity. Maybe at work, maybe there's something new that you've thought about, right? Just share it at work and see how maybe your boss can apply it to, like, your job, or how that might be helpful, or how you might be helping people in general. Okay, because the Empress is very protective. So you might, feel like the need to protect. And then your final card is it's the Nine of Cups. So if you guys have been hoping, wishing for something, it comes true. So you're going to have like a lot of options. Okay, there's going to be so much contentment and satisfaction once you let the rest of those negative things go. Okay, you find your stability. It's almost like you're going to be living like a life of luxury. Not necessarily luxury in material things, but luxury when it comes to happiness, right? You can be luxurious when it comes to happiness. All right, you guys, if you're watching the short, we are moving to money and career. So I'm going to be picking cards out of 4 different money and career decks. So if you're watching the short, I'm leaving you the link so that you guys can watch the full reading at some point, all right? So you have the card that says signs. It says you're putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you're getting. Pay attention to the coincidences that you experience, okay? So if you see like repeating numbers, repeating animals, okay? Messages in movies, things that you hear in your subconscious, pay attention to that. If your guides are speaking to you, if your intuition is telling you something, pay attention. Don't ignore signs, because signs are very important. Particularly like if you're in the process of doing something and you see that things aren't going well, then maybe that one thing wasn't meant for you to do. All right, maybe your guides are going to guide you in another direction. Remember that you have to practice authenticity. Right? As much as you can, just be authentic with the things that you do. And then you have mask. Some of you might have like a secret money stash that you guys are putting away for a rainy day. And if not, your guides are telling you that you should have that. All right? Because you never know. Not that anything is going to happen, but just for safety measures, right? You don't want to get stuck that you, maybe something goes wrong in your house and you might need to fix it, but you don't have the funds. All right, be careful with people who might be portraying to be something that they're not at work. Okay, there might be, just thieves. Not necessarily because they're going to go in your purse and take something, but just thieves that create lies. They might be going with lies to your boss about something. Okay, people may not seem who they are. They might laugh, smile in front of you, but in reality, they are jealous, or they're envious. Okay, so I can resonate with this reading. So just be careful. I'm a Cancer. All right. What do we have for Cancer, please, in this deck of money and career? This deck is called the Maid Woman. What do we have, please? All right. Healing journey. Yeah. You're going to be like in high vibrations, which are going to equal to abundant opportunities. I said that to you in the beginning of the reading. All right. You just need to let go of those beliefs, heal from that, right? Because sometimes we need to heal from those negative limiting beliefs and to be able to move forward. Okay, last deck, thank you. And then it says here, efficient budgeting. Okay, is what I was telling you. Try to, budget yourself. Try not to spend money unnecessarily because you might need it for a rainy day. All right, so make sure you track your income, your expenses. Make sure you're allocating your money to what actually where it needs to be allocated, and for things that you don't need. All right, we are moving on to love. And of course, this week I have new love cards. And so if you're watching the short, and I recommend that you watch the full reading, because a short doesn't equal to a full reading. There's so much information that you might be missing out on, so that's very important. All right, so I leave the link below for that. What do we have in love for Cancer? For Cancer, please, what do we have? Guys, can I please have one card for Cancer? Thank you. All right, and we have paradise, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other's honeymoon phase. So some of you who, if you guys are in a relationship, you know, you guys are going to be going out, not letting things get stale, maybe taking a vacation, relaxing, spending time with each other. Okay. For those of you who aren't, maybe there might be some of you who want this, and you might be coming together and speaking to your person, right? And communicating with them what it is your needs are. You know, you can say, you know, our relationship is seemingly kind of boring, you know, same old every day, and then see where things lead from there. Because I feel like a lot of you may want that, you know, may want to go away with your partner. All right, what do we have? Guys, I only want one, please. Okay, it says patience. Your manifestations are on the way. All right, you guys. So if you guys have been manifesting a love, you know, something relating to love, it's coming. Just keep manifesting, acting as though it's already happened, and it will happen. Okay, you guys, it will happen. All right, they're telling me to take one more. I don't normally do this, but they're telling me to take one more because I usually just take one, but I listen to my guides because they're never wrong. It's always a reason why they asked me to take one more. Always. Especially this one that just came out jumping. It says twin flame. A spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. So some of you might have a twin flame, and there's going to be like a spiritual connection. If for some reason you guys had a misunderstanding, there's something the divine is going to connect you guys for you guys to like have that judgment moment. Like, you know, realize that whatever happened between you guys needs to get better and needs to be fixed. All right. I'm going to pull out an identity card to see like who is this person that's your twin flame, or this person that you've been manifesting. What do we have, please, for Cancer? Thank you. It says this wasn't love, fantasy crash, truth exposed, done hoping. So others of you, because remember, I take out from all these decks because there's a lot of Cancer collective, okay? So for some of you, you might have known that this person that you were with was wearing a mask, all right? And that you knew that it wasn't love, all right? And maybe you were just staying just because, you know, it was a familiar relationship, but you knew it wasn't love. And now you're like, okay, you know, the masks come so off. You might have met this person at work when you started, and they were wearing also a mask at work. Okay, so this was just a fantasy that you had, right? That you were hoping for things to be good, but you're done hoping, and now the truth gets exposed. It's almost like you're gonna come out and tell this person, you know, it's just not gonna work. Okay, and for those people who haven't met this person yet, what might be the personality of this person? Guys, please show us. All right, I'm just gonna take the top card. This person might be like those type of people like that likes to read books, likes to read a lot. Maybe this person might be like into poetry. The number 39 or the number 12 might be significant to you guys, okay? And it says that this person might be somebody who's romantic, somebody who might even like write verses to you. You know, someone who at times might forget to text back just because they're so into their writing and they're very romantic. So, you know, if they forget to text you back, don't get upset, all right? Just be understanding that maybe they were working on something. They, you know, might be the type of people that might even write books. Okay, but he's this type of person, romantic, poetic. So, you know, if he's romantic, don't get upset because, you know, he doesn't answer your text right away. Okay, all right. So we are moving on to messages, oracle messages. So if you're watching the short, I'm going to link the link at the bottom for you guys to watch the full reading, because watching a short is not the same as watching a full reading. Okay, it does give you insight and information and a sneak peek. But watch the full reading because there's a lot of messages there. Also, don't forget to watch your other placements, okay? The videos on my channel, of course, don't expire. All right, so we have number angel messages. It says commitment, okay? Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, the best is yet to come. I told you when that vacation card came out, right? I said some of you are on vacation for other reasons. You guys are just gonna have to communicate. This is not just in love. You guys have to communicate overall. Okay? You have to communicate what you feel, the things that bother you. You have to communicate. All right, animal oracle messages. What do we have for Cancer, please? Give me one card. All right, we have the badger. And it says, endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that's best for you. You already are manifesting, right? That card of manifestation came out. You're manifesting a new job, a new person in love. Whatever it is you're manifesting, just keep doing it. Don't think that you're doing it in vain and that, your prayers aren't going to be answered, because they will. And I just heard my guy say pray. And look what it says. Pray, wait, trust. That's all that you have to do. Can I have a universe message, please, for Cancer? Guides, thank you. All right. It says what's meant to be yours is already making its way to you. You see, what was never yours is starting to flee from you. With time, it will all make sense. For now, bear the confusion and focus on living fully in the present. Don't let your whole life be, I'll be happy when. Be happy now. I so resonate with this as a Cancer. I so resonate with this message. You guys, just focus on the here and now. Let God handle what they need to handle, because whatever God has for you, nobody can take away. Not even the haters. Nobody can take away what God has for you. All right, so now we're going to go with our messages. It says nature. Some of you may need to go and connect with nature. I always tell everybody to take your shoes off, ground your energy in your front yard, wherever there's grass and earth. Ground your energies. Be with nature. Go bird watching, bathe in that nature vibe and see, how that makes you better and how it heals you. All right, you see, I've been telling you guys that you guys need to communicate. And then I just got this deck from Amazon. It says, what's the gossip, right? And what they're telling you is to have no filter, to speak your truth, to have authenticity came out in the beginning. Remember, be authentic. And now it's coming out again. Okay? Authentic communication, raw honesty. This is how I really feel. You got to speak up. I told you this from the beginning. You have to speak up. Your needs, your wants, your emotions, what doesn't sit right with you, what you want, a raise, a love, your partner to help you more, your partner to go places with you, your partner to show you more affection. Speak up, no filter. No one's gonna, spank you. You're an adult, but you need to speak up. All right, you guys? Sorry to, be stern with you guys, but you got to speak up. Sometimes Cancers are too nice and people think that they can step all over them. No. All right, you guys, I'm going to give you some initials because, whether this person is coming, whatever you're manifesting, so that you can know what their initials of their name might be. Okay, so we have G, H, and N. So this might be like a first name or last name. Take it as it resonates. All right, you guys, I wish you well. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get notified when I go live, so that you can take advantage of the free questions that you can ask during my lives. All right. As always, one love. Don't forget to watch the egg ritual. Take care, you guys. And don't forget to return. Subscribe.